Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Retro Trailer Reactions on the It's a Wonderful Podcast YouTube channel. Yes, we're excited.
Yeah.
We like a good retro trailer, Jeannine. We don't do them as often as we should. We're making a promise in 2025 to stay true to retro trailer reactions. A good 2 a month, one per show per month. We want to do for retro trailer reactions in 2025. That is, of course, one movie from each series of Morgan Hasn't Seen and one movie from each series of the main show It's a Wonderful Podcast. Obviously, find those on the main It's a Wonderful Podcast feed wherever you do listen on all major platforms. Obviously, we do series on there, series of movies, older movies, like celebrating older movies here on It's a Wonderful Podcast. And we have a lovely old trailer today, I think, to look at, Jeannine. Bachelor Mother, which was the highlight episode, I suppose, in our January New Year's Eve on film series. It won our video episode poll as well. So we're going to look at a little trailer. It's only about 90 seconds long, I think, a minute and a half. As some old trailers, like this movie is from 1939. So
so trailers were kind of a different thing.
Very much so. Very much so. Some old trailers can be very, very short like this. Some can be 5 minutes. It's weird
with
sometimes.
Kind of overlay text and all that kind of drama.
Well, let's have a look at it and see what we think, shall we? That's the point of this. Let's go. We have this weird little.
What's going on there?
It's a TCM thing. That's why.
Look, Mr. Merlin, I'll tell you the truth. Your son put me up to this, and he's the father.
Dad, this is the truth. He's the father.
Lies.
Wait a minute. I'm not the father.
I don't care who the father is. I'm the grandfather.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Grandfather by proxy.
The jitterbug.
Is that just because he's the dancer?
I guess so.
I've seen some low things in my time, but a mother who's just deserted her baby going, ugh, ugh. That stand alone in my memory as something revolting.
Well, where'd it come from?
Goodness.
Is it?
It's all over the place, this.
I know, it's jumping all around.
I got it for Christmas.
This Christmas or last Christmas?
Talking up the supporting players, Junior.
Very nice.
Okay.
Would you believe me?
No, not that. We don't want that weird advertisement on goodbye. Thank you very much. Chaotic trailer.
Yes, it was jumping all around. I don't know that it was incredibly clear about the plot. I think you're just supposed to know that there's a baby involved, that she got it through circumstance, and all of these men are somehow a part of the situation.
I mean, it's kind of weirdly, because we're so used to trailers these days being these
kind of spelling it out.
Wonderful, but these wonderfully structured things that are so precise in what they're doing. They're an art form in themselves.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of different people come in to edit major trailers than edit the movie. It's a whole thing that is based on not just being a good marketing tool for your movie. It has to be its own piece of art almost. That's not the case with Bachelor Mother's trailer. There. Bachelor Mother's trailer there is literally going, here is a movie, here is who is in the movie, here is basic things about them in the movie.
Yeah, and here are like the funniest moments of this movie.
Yeah. This is going to be a silly rom-com with a baby. Do you want to see it? Here it is.
Yeah.
Which I love the simplicity of that. I can't fault the simplicity of that.
And it's using the score music that we hear throughout the thing. It's kind of like the jazzy rockabye baby music. So it's not just using any kind of random music or, a needle drop type thing. It is using the song that you're going to hear that is themed for the movie.
Yeah. Structure-wise, I mean, okay, could it have been a little bit more beginning, middle, end? Sure, but it does want to sell. I seem to remember us doing a retro trailer reaction of My Man Godfrey, that I think we do talk about briefly in our Bachelor Mother episode. And it basically being, here's who's in the movie, here is a funny scene. And Bachelor Mothers there just seems like a longer version of that. Here are a few
of the funniest scenes. Yeah.
David Niven going, zoo, zoo,
yes.
Which is ridiculous.
Some character confusion to sell the romp aspect of it.
Yeah. And then, it is what it is, I guess, at that point.
So had you not seen the movie and seen that trailer, would you have kind of gotten the gist of what the movie was about? Would you need it? Would you need to know what it was about, or would that have been enough to interest you in watching it?
Is that what it's doing? Is my question. Because I don't think that's what it's doing. I don't think, after watching that, to answer your question, I do really know what the movie's about if I didn't already know what the movie was about. Yeah. But I do know the vibe of the movie. I do know the style of movie that I'm going into, which I think is clearly more important for RKO putting that trailer out. Yeah. For people to understand the type of movie they're getting, rather than exactly what happens. This is another thing. I think we become far too bogged down and interested in trailers these days, telling us exactly what the movie is going to be about. Yeah. And therefore, they obviously frequently run the risk of telling you way too much that we always get these days, right? We always get trailers telling you too much. And we very rarely get trailers telling you way too little. Yeah. The better trailers are those that tell you way too little, yet intrigue you anyway.
Yes, and give you the sense and the vibe of what the movie's going to be. Yeah. So I only ask because, looking at a trailer like this with our kind of modern minds is interesting to see kind of have we been programmed to want a certain thing or expect a certain thing or need a certain thing, or can we just look at what is being presented and take it for what it is and find some interest in that format that's different from kind of the modern thing that we're used to seeing?
I mean, personally, I really like trailers like that. Quick, easy. You get the vibe of it, and you're either interested or not. You're not sat there for 2.5, 3 minutes of a trailer.
Yeah.
Going, I don't know what's happening. This is boring. Or I know exactly what's happening here. What's the point of seeing the movie?
Yeah. No, I like that it showed us some of the funniest scenes. I like that it gave us kind of these brief archetypes of these characters. So we kind of know where everyone sits in the plot, but we still, we still don't know what to expect from how it's going to play out. And
obviously, you need Ginger Rogers dancing.
Yes. So. Yes. And of course, that was thrown in there as well. For people who probably knew her as that, they needed to know that, okay, there's going to be at least one scene of that in here with this actress that we go to see for their dancing. So, I think they kind of just got the point across of the vibe and the energy of the film and kind of the general sense of, okay, this is going to be a fun romp with a baby.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's great. Well, subscribe, ding the notification bell on this YouTube channel for plenty more retro trailer reactions. We will be back very soon. Social media links, Patreon donation, all the good stuff is in the description down below, scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. Until next time, I think that's it, Jeannine.
Yep.
Count us down.
3, 2, 1.
Bye. Yeah. Trailers.